Good morning, students. I hope you all well. Let's start our fifth lesson, the fundamental unit of life. Our lesson title is the fundamental unit of life. In your lower classes, you have studied that the fundamental unit of life. What is the basic unit of life? Let's see. The cells are the fundamental unit of life. First, we have to discuss about the history of a cell. Who discovered the cell? The cells were first discovered by Robert Hooke in the year 1665. How he discovered the cell? In 1665, he made a microscope, cell-designed microscope. Under this microscope, he kept a slice of cork. What is cork? Cork is a substance which comes from the bark of a tree. Under this microscope, Robert Hooke saw that the cork resembled the structure of a honeycomb, consists of many little compartments. He called these boxes or compartments as a cell. Cell is a Latin word for a little room. See this picture. I told you what is cork. Cork comes from the bark of the tree. Then this cork resembles like the honeycomb structure. In the honeycomb, we can see many cells. Like this, cork also made up of cells. So, cells are the fundamental unit of the life. Robert Hooke called these little compartments as cells. Cells is a Latin word for a little room. After 1665, Anton von Leeuwenhoek, he founded the compound microscope. See the picture of the compound microscope. What are the parts are there? Eyepiece, coarse adjustment, we can adjust the lens, fine adjustment, ARM, stage clips, then diaphragms, stage. On the stage we can keep the slide. Mirror help to focus the light. Low power objective lenses there. Then two lenses are there, low power objective lens and high power objective lens. This compound microscope was first discovered by Anton von Leeuwenhoek. He was the discoverer of the bacteria. After the discovery of microscope, there was a great advance in the science. Then there was a development in the field of biology also. Let's see what are living organisms made up of. We can see this. We can discuss this with the help of an activity. Let us take a small piece from an onion bulb. Onion. With the help of a pair of forceps, we can peel off the skin. What is peel? Peel means skin. Outer skin. What removed from the concave side of the onion. Then a small portion of this peel, this outer skin, was put it in a watch glass. It containing water. This will prevent the peel from getting folded or getting dry. Then let us take a glass slide. I think you know the glass slide. Put a drop of water on it and transfer a small piece of the peel from the watch glass to the slide. Make sure that the peel is perfectly flat on the slide. A thin camel hair paintbrush might be necessary to help transfer the peel. Now we put a drop of safranin solutions on this piece followed by a cover slip. Why we are using this safranin solution? Safranin solution is acts as a staining substance. It helps to stain the parts of the onion peel. And take care to avoid air bubbles while putting the cover slip with the help of a mounting needle. What will you observe? What do we observe as we look through the lens? In the onion peel, we can see some structures that look similar to each other. See this diagram, some hexagonal shape, the chamber-like structure, that is a cell. Together they form a big structure like an onion bulb. These comb-like structures combine to form a onion bulb. Onion bulb is nothing but onion. The cells of an onion peel will all look same regardless of the size of the onion. Size may be bigger, small, that is not a problem. But the cells of the onion peel will all look alike. These small structures are the basic building unit of the onion bulb and are called these cells. See this diagram, small chambers are there. They are arranged one above the other. So like these small structures, each chamber is called a cell. Then they are together, they are form the basic building units of the onion. All these cells are combined to form a onion bulb. Next, we have to discuss about unicellular organism and multicellular organism. What is cell? Cell is the basic unit of the life. All the living organisms are made up of cell. In a building, how the buildings are constructed by these masons, how they are constructing, how many stones they are using, how many bricks they are using. Many, we can't count, we can count. First they are keeping the stones in a layer, again above that like that, above the bricks, like that, layers they are arranging. After that we are getting a big wall. Then like this they are constructing. At last we are getting a big building. Like this the cells also, they are chamber like structures, they are arranging one above the other. At last it combine to form a living organism. Based on the number of cells, the organisms are classified into unicellular organism and multicellular organism. What is unicellular organism? The organism that have a single cell. Carefully listen. The organism that have a single cell, but this single cell may constitute a whole organism. Did you understand that? The organism that have a single cell, but the single cell may constitute a whole organism. The single cell may act as a individual organism. The example for unicellular organism: amoeba, paramecium, chlamydomonas. See this, the pictures: amoeba, paramecium, chlamydomonas. They have only one cell. They have only one. That's individual. A single cell acts as a whole body. What is the meaning for uni? Uni means one. Cellular, unicellular organism having single cell. Now we have to discuss about the multicellular organism. What is multi? Multi means many. The organism which have many cells means a multicellular organism. Organism having more than one cell to perform various functions called multicellular organism. Example of multicellular organism: plants, animals and fungi. Plants, animals and fungi. See this picture. Here we can see the different type of cells. First diagram, the structure of a neuron. Then the second diagram, ovum. What is ovum? Ovum is the egg. Ovum means egg. Egg, female reproductive cell. Then bone cell is there. Osteoblastic cell, bone cell. The cell found in the bones. The next one is blood cell. Blood cell is there. Blood cell. Fat cell. What is fat cell? The fat cell, it helps to store excess fat. It helps to store excess fat. which expanded in size until the fat is used for fuel. Here, fat cell, this fat cell is otherwise called adipose tissue, adipose cells. Then fat cell, nerve cell, that is neuron, sperm. What is sperm? Male reproductive cell, sperm. Then blood cell. These are the different type of cells found in all the cells found in the human beings. Different type of cells. Actually, the unicellular organisms have only one type of cell. See, in the multicellular organism, we can see the different type of cells. The bones have one type of cell, reproductive organ have one type of cell, blood have blood cells, body have fat cells, nervous system, neurons are there. So different type of cells we can see in the multicellular organisms. See the structure of a cell. Cell is the smallest unit that is capable of performing life functions. You have studied the structure of a cell, plant cell structure and animal cell structure, you know. Here see the animal cell structure in the center of the cell, there's a nucleus. Inside the nucleus, nucleolus is there. The Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, mitochondria, plasma membrane. The cell is made up of the cell wall and plasma membrane. Then chloroplast. These all the things are together called as cell organelles. They are known as what? Cell organelles. Each organelle has separate functions. They will perform separate. Each kind of cell organelle perform a special function, such as making a new material in the cell, clearing up the waste material from the cell, and so on. A cell is able to live and perform all its functions because of these cell organelles. Because of the cell organelles only the cell is able to live. Otherwise the cell can't live because each cell organelle one function. You know that what is nucleus function? Nucleus is the controller of the cell, central controlling center. The next one, endoplasmic reticulum. It transport the materials from the cytoplasm to nucleus. What is the function of the Golgi body? These Golgi bodies are otherwise called secretory functions. Ribosome function, protein synthesis. Chloroplast function, it helps for the photosynthesis in the plants. Mitochondria is known as powerhouse of the cell. It helps to produce energy is the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. So each cell organelles perform a specific function. With the help of this specific function the cell is able to live. Let's see the function of the cell. The cell gives shape and size of the cells are related to the specific function they perform. First it gives shape and the size of the cells are related to the specific function they perform. Each living cell has the capacity to perform certain basic functions. The cell contains a specific component called cell organelles. I explained already. Each kind of cell organelle perform a specific function. All cells are found to have the same organelles irrespective of their function and which organism they are found in. Dear students, please note down these questions and write these answers in your notebook. OER cells have different shapes and sizes found in the human body. The shape and size of the cells depend upon the function they perform. Already I told you in a human being body different type of cells are there. Neuron, nervous system contain neuron. Neuron is the base unit of the nervous system. Neuron is also one type of cell. In the reproductive system, the males have the sperm. The reproductive cells of the male, sperm, and the female, the reproductive cell, egg, it is also a cell. Then that bone is made up of bone cells. The body muscles contain fat cells. Like this, different type of cells are there. They have different shape and size because they perform a specific different type of functions. They have different functions. In a human body, each organ perform a specific function. Hence, the cells of different organs have different shapes and sizes. What's the question? Your cells are different shapes and sizes found in the human body. In human body, each organ perform a specific function. Hence, the cells of different organs have different shapes and sizes. Write this question also in your notebook. Who discovered cells and how? Already we know. Cells were first discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665. He observed a thin slice of cork under his self-designed microscope. This slice of cork resembled the structure of the honeycomb, consisting of a small compartments. Compartments means a chamber or small boxes like structure. He named these small compartment as cells. Okay, next question. Why is the cell called the structural and functional unit of life? Why? The cell is called the structural and functional unit of life because it gives structure to the living organism. Structure to the living organism. It helps the living organism to perform various life functions. It helps the living organism perform various life functions. These examples also we saw that because the different type of cells in the human body each perform specific functions.